Hello, YouTube. I'm Ricardo. I'm host for today. And well, let me clarify some expectations. I'm not a teacher. I'm just a host. The idea is let the conversation more fluently. Let the conversation more organized. I'm my my job could be job is help the people to talk, help the people talk each other and the produce some encouragement or another kind of movement to help the people. The instance is improve our English. So in this case, today we are going to talk about 90s is a great period of my life and the others too. So in this case, let's start question number two. What are some common fashion trends during the 90s? Yeah. Well, uh, I'm not exactly a person that follow or have this trending and I don't sometimes I look at clothes and oh, that's nice for me too. I see myself using these clothes. I feel well, and I buy this piece of cloth. Exactly, a slave. So I just look and I feel well. So, but when I in this period, I'm just a teenager. Times I'm a person more influenceable the environment. That's normal, right? And the I use some jeans is on Brazil is called bag because the throws part of the clothes is more how do you say large, uh, and the I use a lot this kind of uh, and the let me see maybe another. It's very common in that time using hats and the t-shirts from any basketball teams, uh, and the use the some t-shirts hats from some cartoons, particular Bugs Bunny and the another's characters. That's it. And you swelling.
Yeah, I agree with you. I remember now, because in 90s I was a child, but I remember when I was a child, I have a blouse, t-shirt about, I don't know
Exactly.
how to say that in English. I think pipiu, you know?
Yeah.
So I love it, this t-shirt and the I don't know how to say that as also in English, camisola também about the PPO. So it was so good. I love it. This this um this t-shirt and this cartoon. And yeah, you said I think you said about the jeans about the oh my God, I pantalon, I think. I don't know if you, I don't remember if pantalon is English or Spanish, but
Pantalon in
I
Spanish.
Spanish, sorry.
Yeah.
So jeans, so I I think nowadays the the trend of this clothes is backing, I think está voltando. And the with the
Yeah.
tipo boca larga,
Exactly.
so large t-shirt, não, large caraca, eu esqueci como é que fala calça em inglês, mas é, large
Trousers.
jeans, clothes,
Trousers.
trousers, yeah, large trousers, Yeah, I think that's it.
And you, Antonio?
In my case, it's a little difficult to talking about it because
Exactly, my friend.
I was born in 99, so I live in the 98 years for just 1 year. But according to the movies, the picture of my family, I I realized that the persons in the 90 years used to to put clothes very colorful. The color very
Exactly.
different, and I I see that it's very difficult, very different because in the years, for example, the teenagers use just black. When you go in the street, the teen, the kids just use black. It's beautiful, but it's more interesting the color, the green, the pink, the orange, the different colors mix in the clothes.
Yeah. I
That's
remember
nice. Go ahead, Swelling. I'm Melissa well, Antonio.
I think that is
Yeah, that
all.
is probably internet connection problems from swelling. Uh, well, maybe it's possible to for swelling enjoying or I don't know, expected to the internet connection could be better. Uh, well, let me skip for the next one, number three. How did the rise of internet impact daily life in the 90s? Well, I don't know, but I remember Antonio probably don't uh, face this problem. But in the 90s, it's just the uh, start of the people start to reach the internet services. So is there is a modem, 56 kilobytes is that the maximum of the modem in that time. So it's another kind of things because it's just using the dial-up connection, using phones. And in this case, it is very, very expensive because you need to pay for a operator, but operator is not so expensive. It's around maybe 4 reais, but about the phone bill is very, very expensive. So in that time is the most part of the people using a period of the day is at midnight because the cost of the phone bill is swelling, enjoying, and the tax is much cheaper during this period from 10 p.m. 10 p.m. to 6 p.m. 6 a.m. I'm not sure if you 5 a.m. or I believe that's 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. In this period, is you just pay for one pulse on the phone, but at the weekends too. I believe that's Saturday after 2 o'clock p.m. until Monday 5 or 6 a.m. So in this case, the people use it to use the internet just at the weekends and at the night. Because if you, for the most part of the people, if you connect the internet in the middle of the day, you pay a very big bill. And the people use it to download the mails, for example, because it's not possible to see the email online because it's very, very low. It's low, the internet connection. So if you take took, I don't know, 2 hours to download, I don't know, 20 emails. Is in the most part of the time is just letters and don't have video or pictures. And you, Antonio, it's not possible to tell much thing about it.
It's interesting compare the life before and after the internet.
Uh-huh.
I, s- I see that the internet little by little in the decade 90 replaces some habits, some activities. And it's interesting in part. For example, the letters, very
Hmm.
different to, for me, it's very different. Write a letter, post in the postcard, send,
Yeah.
wait for, I don't know, 1 month to receive the answer. It's just interesting. Um, I, of course, the internet changed the interactions, the social interactions, the new habits, new culture in general. In parts it's good, in others no, but it's normal. It's normal of the issue.
Yeah. That's nice. And you, Swelling, I believe that you are just a kid, but maybe you could access the internet on the 90s.
On the 90, I think not, but I I cat maybe some internet de escada, you know?
Yeah.
So
Dial-up
uh
connection.
yeah, so was so bad because with I think I don't remember much, but I think he was connected with a telephone. I don't know. I don't remember.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
yeah, and ficava discando e tal. We use it after midnight, I think, because I think after midnight we don't pay so much. I don't remember, and I
Yeah.
think we have time to use the for don't spend a lot of money,
Hmm.
and it was so funny because nowadays it's so different. So I kept some parts of this internet. And
Yeah.
I was a child and I used only for play on games online in this paint
Yeah.
some things that not
Yeah.
these games nowadays, but
Exactly.
in the past in the past yeah in the
Yeah.
past
Exactly.
was a different game. So I enjoy my childhood with with that.
Exactly.
Ricardo, can you send me the question again because
Sure.
my internet is
Certainly.
bad, so thank you.
No problem. No problem. Uh, t-
Thank you.
No problem. Well, well, s- let's skip for the next one. Uh, Number four. What were popular forms of entertainment in the 90s? Well, in this time, I'm a teenager. I was a teenager, so I used to play soccer the most part of the time. But there are video games too, and there were video games too, and certainly not so uh, fancy or so updated to today. But there is a video game. Is not a is made on Brazil. Uh, it's the name Master System is just eight bytes, I believe. uh, at the beginning, there is another video game is called Atari, but is in this period introduce another more updated video games like Master System and the but the top of the on that time is Nintendo, and the particular a game called the Street Fighter. I remember a lot of people playing this video game in the on homes, because the, this this game is possible to play on the video games. But there is another uh, place, is a store where it's possible to just use video games. On Brazil, it's called the fliperama. So nowadays it's not exist anymore, but at that time it's common. There are a lot of fliperamas in on my city and the region, and I I bought a video game just at the end of the 90s, because it's very expensive. So, but I remember to play video games with my brother. Altered Beast is the name of the game in the particular, and in that time it's possible to rent too. I use it to rent for the weekends uh, a video game, normally Nintendo. And at the end of the 90s, create a new kind of platform, Nintendo 64 bits. That's very, very good. And you, Swelling?
Yeah, I agree with you about the games. My older brother had a Nintendo, and I really like to play Mario Bros. So it was so amazing. But I think nowadays shopping shopping mall has the machine flipper machine, I think, and
Yeah,
you
it's similar.
can,
It's
yeah, you
hard to find, but there are.
yeah. So and my entertainment was watching cartoons, because I think he Looney Tunes is the most funny cartoons that I
Yeah,
watched. I love to watch it. Cavaleiro do Zodíaco was so amazing
yeah.
because my other brother like it, so I watch it with him, and the play on the streets, like you said. I not play football, but I play amarelinha, bandeira, pique-esconde, pique-pega, this kinds of the plays. Brincadeira, I don't know how to say that. I think it plays. But is that the forms that we enjoy our childhood in the 90s? So, and climb the tree. I think I love it to climb the tree, so to catch some fruits,
Uh,
some things. And I don't know if you play in your childhood, Guerra de Mamona was so amazing. I love that.
yeah. I s- uh, is a little wide, né?
Yeah, but é tipo aquelas bolinhas, né? E a gente
Yeah, yeah, I
brinca.
know, I know. There are in my region too. I believe
I
it's
play with them.
all the parts of Brazil there are
Yeah,
mamona.
I love that. And I don't know, I don't remember if this part of the plant, mamona, but we catch, eu não lembro como é que fala, vou falar em português. Sabe aquele caule da mamona que você pegava pra fazer bolha de sabão? Acho que é
Ah,
da
sim.
mamona. So
É, eu
amazing. I do
nunca vi
it.
falar sobre isso.
No,
I
fazia
did
muito.
Não.
it with the mamão, the cup.
Mamão.
Yeah,
Uhum.
it's the same structure.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
do it very much. Was the taste was terrible, but we do a lot. Did a lot.
É. E Gil Antônio?
I agree with you. So, beside the video games and the plays that I had in my childhood as well, I think the other entertainment more common in this time was the TV shows. For example, the Gugu and Xuxa shows were very popular, very famous.
Exactly.
And the I don't know exactly the name in English, but the place where you rent the DVD, the locadora.
Exactly.
I take the time in
Yeah,
2008, 7, I think that. So that is that I remember this moment.
great. Yeah, I don't tell about the rise of the cable TV on the 90s too, né? And there is a lot of different alternatives, né? Because in the others years is not possible to reach, for example, TV shows or another things. And the on this period started to release on Brazil some uh, cable TV services. So in this case, it's possible to access the Warner Channel, Sony, and I use it to watch some TV shows and the film and the movies too. So
Yeah.
it's nice.
I think I don't know, but I think Sky is the famous cable TV, you know.
Sure,
I think
maybe
when you had Sky, you are rich because it was so expensive.
exactly, exactly. Yeah, that I in my region there is a company is called the Multicanal,
Mhm.
and after that the Net bought this company, and I remember because I work on this company during a lot of time. Uh, well, skip for the next one. How did the music scene change throughout of the 90s? Well, I remember the rise of the grunge music and the from California. So a lot of bands was rises in this spirit. Particular, I remember Man the Box, Nirvana, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and the well, Metallica was have more time, but I believe that the the biggest success was in that time. There are another pop music too, but I prefer rock. So in this case, sometimes I listen to this kind of things. But I remember Madonna uh,
Queen was so famous back
release release a very famous albums, and the I love kind of music is freestyle. In Brazil is called the Miami, and so there are a lot of different people. Uh, there is not exactly the same type of music, but I love information society, and there are some uh, very famous music, and but I love another Stevie B and the others. And I love to maybe could be the my favorite artist could be Ricky Astley is released a album and in the spirit too, so and became very famous in Brazil too. And you, Swelling,
Yeah, I listen some old music because my father and my mother and they listen much Queen, had Hot Chili Pepper and Michael Jackson and
yeah.
Pericles, no, Pericles, and Elvis. So was so good. I like to listen some music because was part of my childhood. So for me, I remember some songs. So sometimes I listen and yeah, Yeah, I think it changed a lot because I think in the past we listen some music and some lyrics is not so different that it's today because some music we listen many bad words, like I don't know how to say xingamento, né, in the music. So in the past has but not had but not like nowadays. So I think it's different. So and the beat and the type of the music is changed. Like here in Rio de Janeiro is more common listen funk. Some people like funk, so the funky have a huge change because in the past it was more funk melody, and nowadays was a lot of bad words and depression words, So it's really bad, but yeah, I think it changed a lot. That's it.
Exactly. And you, my friend Antonio.
Selling say that in the Rio it's very common the funk, and I realize in Maranhão it's very common the reggae. So the Bob Marley, this is a song that we listen often in my childhood. Nowadays we listen,
Mhm.
but in this time I know that my parents used to listen the pop music like Bon Jovi, for example, the Brazilian singers as well, like Raul Seixas, Caetano Veloso, and others that I like to listen. That like the lyrics, because I agree with Swellings. The old music had more poesy. I don't know, poesia, compare with the some kind of music that's released in these years.
Yeah. I would like to tell about the a big, maybe I could be a biggest concert, the spirit, the Rock in Rio, né? Because in that time it's not common foreigners make made concerts on Brazil, né? So there is a the Rock in Rio number two, and the well, I remember uh, Prince, Madonna, and a lot of rock bands, Guns N' Roses, and the well, I remember. And the after that, I believe the foreigners uh, started to go to Brazil more frequently. And unfortunately nowadays uh, there is so common, but the price is I don't know is so expensive. It's common any kind of TV show, any kind of concert. These artists are more than 1,000 reais. So
Yeah.
in that time is less expensive. But
Yeah, I agree. But I
yeah,
agree that I think it's some wrong in Rock in Rio because it's Rock in Rio and they sing
yeah,
funky
yeah,
and rap
yeah,
and
exactly.
other things.
Yeah, and that time is a little less impacted because there are much more rock bands. But nowadays, I believe that's is the opposite. The most part of the bands or the singers are uh, use choosing another kind of but this is the label, no? It's the label, no?
Yeah.
It's very famous label. So in this case, when you talk about I believe it's in this year occurs uh, another Rock in Rio, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
at
I
the
think it's
end of the
September.
year. Yeah, yeah, I believe. So in this case, if you some people listen to about Rock in Rio, so I would like you to visit it, like to go because it's very important. But in that time, for example, I remember a specific day, if I'm not wrong, uh, played uh, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Pantera, and the Motor Clue, I believe. So I remember I opportunity that I'm not sure if you also Valença or another Northwest singer was moved for another day because in that day there are just metal bands or rock bands in the same day. So and I remember too, uh, I believe that's 2 2 p.m. until 2 a.m. played, I don't know, 10 very famous rock bands in that period. So it's very, very different from today.
Yeah, of course.
Well, let me skip for the next one. Antonio told a little thing about it. Huh? That's about the iconic television shows of the 90s. What were some iconic television shows of the 90s? Huh? I could re-mention. Huh? I'm not exactly a good fan, but there is a Gugu and
Banheiro do...
the Faustão. Yeah, that occurs a lot. I like to another uh, TV show is I believe that Viva a Noite. I feel yeah exactly. Viva a Noite is I like it, but the program occurs at Monday at the Sunday. I don't like, but and the I remember the certainly this and Xuxa too. There is a very famous television show, and I remember there is a kind of fight uh, between the two programs, Faustão and Gugu, and I remember uh, the guys create a fake about uh, a a band of thieves, and the guys create a fake news and they put on the Google, and I remember there are a lot of problems because it's the fight for the audience is no limits in that time. And you, Swelling, could you tell him something about it? Sorry, I just answer in the past for the Swelling because it's a lady, so
Mm.
the, don't don't
Okay.
think bad things about me, my friend Antonio.
Okay, no problem. In my case, I don't remember so much about this iconic television iconic television shows, but I remember some TV shows, like I think Dinosaur, you remember that
Yeah,
TV show about
Dinosaurs
the
of
dinosaur?
Family.
Yeah, I love it. And Um Maluco no Pedaço. I love it to watch
Yeah,
it in these
yeah.
days.
Will Smith.
And yeah, I think there are more, but I think I don't remember. I think uh Kennel and Ken, I think.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
love it this TV show as well. And I remember this TV show because I remember I watched with my brother, my older brother, so and my mother. So
I
I and
remember where
Gugu and
the orange soda addictive, one of them. I'm not sure if you can or can. No?
yeah, I love it. And yeah, and Gugu and I think I don't remember if Faustão. I think Faustão as well in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
90s.
Faustão
Mm,
started at the Globo in 89.
yeah, so I get some episodes, I think, about Faustão. And yeah, some novels, I think, novella, I don't know, because my
Soap
my
opera.
mother,
Yeah.
yeah, opera, because my mother is addicted of opera, so I like I like not in the past I like it, but nowadays I don't watch this opera. That's it.
Uh, well, go ahead, my friend Antonio. Could you tell something
Uh,
about it?
about that time, I like to watch the comedy TV shows. For example, the Chaves, that's
Yeah,
very atemporal. I don't know if it's English is
yeah,
correctly.
maybe.
The others, for example, Família Dinossauro,
Mhm.
the Escolinha do Professor Raimundo, and
Exactly.
Trapalhões. I think that's very old, but I worked a lot in my childhood with my parents, my sisters, my grandparents, because they are fans of the kind of the programs of comedy. Still today, I like the comedy that I remember. Yeah, timeless, exactly. That's it.
Okay, my friends, our time is up, but it's possible to answer one more question at least. Uh, Let me tell something about technology. Number 8. What role did technology play in shape daily life during the 90s? Well, certainly, uh, in that time, as I told, the the technology is not so high like nowadays, né? But I believe that the people had to be more creative, né? Because uh, the memory of the computers and the infrastructure is so poor. So in this case, it's necessary to use uh, all of your resources to create things. So in this case, it's necessary to be much more creative, certain portion from nowadays. For example, there is possible to use a fax machine, uh, and maybe I believe that's not some gadget reach all the browsers. Is is I believe that this kind of service is more correlated to jobs. It's common to use fax and jobs, but it's not exactly a thing that's, oh, I wanted to send a letter and use fax. There were some people that use, but it's not so common. But I believe that in that time it's possible to write a lot of different things, and you tell something about it. Uh, Cable TV companies, internet operator companies, and uh, a lot of companies was created in that time. Microsoft, United States, and and others companies that continue living today, but the most part of the time don't exist anymore. And you, Antonio, my friend, could you tell me something about it?
I agree with you. Don't have many reference
Sure,
of
sure. Okay,
technology.
my friend. Don't worry. And you, Miss Swelling.
Yeah, I agree with you as well, but I think the telephone was a huge technology to
Hmm.
to have in the 90s because you can tell with the another person to tell, yeah, to talk to another person and without maybe letters, because
Yeah,
with letter we oh my God, I forgot how can I say demorava tanto, and with the
delay.
self. delay, and with the telephone you can ring and ring, é ring mesmo, né? Tipo, telefonar.
Ring, yeah. No, ring, telefonar is call.
Call, to
Uh,
call so another person. And yeah, I think telephone was a huge invention in
yeah,
technology because in this day
the
in
cell
that
phone
that
and yeah,
yeah in that
releasing that time.
yeah in that time was a huge invention in technology. Nowadays it's a common thing because we have a lot of cell phone and I think nowadays with them many people don't have more telephone. I think just cell phone because it's more
Exactly,
useful.
exactly.
But in nowadays, everyone wanted to have a telephone
Sure.
because
Uh,
is good to talk with the another person.
yeah, change a lot.
Yeah.
Well, uh, now I finish our transmission from YouTube. So in this case, I would like to tell, have a wonderful week for the guys that are watching on YouTube, and maybe you could reach in the next Saturday.